I want to welcome you to the Ask Jeff YouTube channel. Here's today's question. Is it true that Lucifer and some other angels rebelled against God not because he wanted them to, but because of their own disobedience? Isaiah 14:13, Jude 1:6. Do you think God created angels with the ability to choose to obey, so they would obey because they wanted to? Someday we will judge angels. 1 Corinthians 6:3. Is this in the new earth and after Jesus returns? So let's pull these series of questions and work them backwards. The Bible does say one day we will judge the angelic hosts or the angelic beings. I believe that takes place in Revelation chapter 20, verses 10 through 15. We call it the Great White Throne Judgment. And it is a time where it talks about those that were dead. They were judged according to their works, and they're, quote, sent to the lake of fire. But it also says in the context of that passage that the devil and his angels are cast there as well. You and I, as believers in the Lord Jesus Christ, there is this image that we are present there. Though the Lord is the one judging, we are observing, we are witnessing. We, quote, per 1 Corinthians 6:13, verse 3, we are judging the angels. I believe it takes place at that final judgment. Now, let's talk about angels. Do they have a free will, an ability to be of God, contrary to God, or even to, quote, as Isaiah 14 says, to rebel against him? I think the key passage, and it wasn't referenced in the question, is actually found in what we know, 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 4, when it says that the angels who, quote, left their first estate. When you leave a place, you consciously, willingly do so. It doesn't say they were removed, doesn't say they were kicked out, doesn't mean they were banished. It says they, quote, left their first estate. So I do believe that not only do you have evidence that with Lucifer, there was a rebellion of the angelic beings who left their first estate. Revelation chapter 12 talks about a future time where I believe there's evidence that more angelic beings will leave that estate and rebel against God. Then you've got Revelation chapter 20, the famous battle of Gog and Magog, where Satan comes and deceives some. It doesn't necessarily just say only those that are of a human origin. Could it also be the angelic realm? In fact, I don't mean to go too deep too quick on our YouTube channel, but I think there's biblical evidence that it's not just a single solitary angelic fall or even a dual one if you involve Revelation 12. I think there could be evidence that it is a continuous thing because it talks about our faith in the Lord being a testimony to the angels. Why would we need to testify to the angels lest they are watching us to determine what they or whom they will decide for? Great question. If you have one, send it to AskJeff.net. Maybe your question will be tomorrow's. Thanks for being a part of today's daily question. Now, we answer a question each and every day. Please feel free to submit a new question at AskJeff.net. We may not have gotten to yours today, but we eventually will continue to be a part of this. Subscribe so you don't miss out on a question every day.